Hello everyone, and welcome to my first and possibly my last vlog. Um, I don't really need to do this right now, to be honest. I could do it through Bandicam. I'm sure you'll, I've fixed up my icons a bit, but I figured, this was a bit more special. So... Yeah, I just had a few things I wanted to go over, and I'm like, they're not really things that have to be during a Let's Play. I mean, they can be, but if so, they're just gonna be throwaway things that I bring up that I might bring up anyways. So first off, the new, Equestria Girls, I just went and saw the commercial, which I guess is really what gave me the idea, because I'm like, I want to talk about this now, but I'm not gonna do anything else tonight, Let's Play wise. I'm too tired. That's not gonna happen. So, realistically, I was like, and I was like, I've never done a vlog before. I'll give it a go. I'm not gonna make this a major thing, don't worry. It's not gonna be, yeah. It might happen more. I'm not gonna say this is the last ever vlog just because I don't know how it'll go now. I'm just saying that, yeah, obviously Let's Plays are still the, forefront of my channel. Okay, so getting out of the way, the new Equestria Girls. I saw the trailer for it, and I still don't know. I'm sure there are a lot of people who are saying that right now. I don't know even more, though, because it's an actual movie. I thought it was just going to be another series, which was okay. I was like, if it sucks, that's fine. If it's, if it's good, that's great, that's amazing. But they're making a movie out of it. And I'm like, is that really what they want the first movie of the fourth generation to be about? The best generation, obviously. The only one that's really worth... Well, yeah, I won't get into that, because that's just my opinion. But, anyways, fourth generation. That's what they want their first movie, is Equestria Girls, their travel to the human world, which, for whatever reason, when a major thing gets a movie deal, that always seems to be what they go for. Which is why it worries me even more, because I'm like, this almost always goes wrong. Maybe not always, but, and maybe I'm overestimating a bit, but like the first He-Man movie, I don't know why they decided He-Man and the Masters of the Universe needed to be in the human world, but that's what happened. I recently watched a review on it, obviously rather famous reviewer. Anyways, so, yeah. And I was like, why? I don't even know that the movie was bad. Obviously, the person in particular didn't like it. I looked, I'm like, it doesn't look like the best. It's just a weird idea, and I'm like, if I personally was gonna make a, He-Man movie, I wouldn't think, not that I know any, not that I know how to make a movie at all, but I wouldn't immediately go to the idea, let's put it in the human world because that's more relatable. That's the same thing for me here. I mean, obviously this is a little more, family-friendly characters, and stuff. Not to say that He-Man wasn't exactly family-friendly, but, they're not exactly the kind of characters who you normally see punching dudes in the face and all that, but it's still, it's a weird idea for me, and the fact that they're turning it into a movie doesn't give me a whole lot more confidence, and, it really feels like a weird fit, and it feels like one of those things that they're, this, I don't know what they're even trying to accomplish with this. This is one of those things that it feels weird for what they're doing, because from the trailer it just felt like, I don't know, a teen chick flick. And if anyone wants to disagree with me, that's great, but I looked at the trailer and I'm like, this looks like a teen chick flick. the kind of thing you'd watch when you're the I don't know, 14-year-old girl who's all like friendship and magic, and it's all wonderful, and friendship and magic is great. It's just this weird. I guess. Well, I guess the thing is that now it's not even magic; it's just friendship, and I don't want to say that's a bad thing, because there's obviously nothing wrong with the idea of friendship. But maybe it's another thing with my personal, what I like setting wise, because it looks like they're gonna have magic, but Twilight Sparkle obviously couldn't use her magic. It looks like it's going to be severely limited, and that's kind of, I don't know, almost a disappointment for me, because I'm like, this setting is one of the things I really like about the show, actually. Because, it's a setting of high magic, high adventure, You can go outside, and sure, ponies don't do this, but if they did do this, you could go outside and say, today I'm going to slay a sea serpent. And it wouldn't be hard. Which is another reason why it's such a great thing for fanfics and stuff. Because that's not hard. It's not the kind of thing a lot of people do, but to be honest, even if you could say that, I mean, would you? But, still, it's always a cool idea that I can go outside and say that, which, is why video games about this particular universe would be really cool, and why this is my favorite of the universes, and why it just doesn't interest me so much having it in the human world, which I guess is why the whole Equestria Girl thing have really appealed to me that much. I'm like, I don't really need a new setting, I don't need the human world, I like characters who can use all this magic, and who, if they wanted, they could go outside and be like, I'm gonna slay a Hydra today. That sounds like a good plan. I'd like that plan. Because Rainbow Dash eats Hydras for breakfast. No, she, I don't know. She could, for all I know, but that doesn't seem very likely. But that'd be amazing. Obviously, everyone knows a big Rainbow Dash fan here. Anyways, so forget what else I wanted to say. Obviously, that's basically most of my thoughts on Equestria Girls there. I know I ranted a bit, but that's why it's a vlog too, so I can just sit here and rant a bit, and, I kind of figure that's fine for vlog. So yeah, that's my thoughts. I'm still not completely shutting it off. I think I mentioned. Oh wait, I didn't mention this. Well, I kind of mentioned it, but So I guess part of the thing about the movie is that indeed it's a movie. So it's a weird idea, which is fine. If it works well, I'm not that confident, but it might. The other thing is it's a movie. So, the problem with that as opposed to a TV show is I need to go to a movie theater, which begs a lot of questions. Am I going to go with anyone? I could go with my sister. Don't have a lot of other friends that'd be interested. Is my sister going to be interested? The setting is not that interesting, and I want to be able to enjoy the movie without any outside things, which is another thing with a movie, which is something interesting I've been doing with this series, that I don't do very often, which is that I've been watching, like, the entire series alone, and by far that is my favorite way to watch it, because every episode I can develop fully my own opinions, which usually my opinions still, I don't have any revolutionary ones. There's nothing huge that I'm gonna be like, this is my headcanon, it changes everything, but, yeah, it's nice. It's something I like, and I'm not. That's not saying I want to watch every single show alone, but that's why I started out watching the show, and I really like it. Um, so with the movie theater, I'm not gonna be able to do that. I mean, I could go without bringing anyone, uh, but it's. I don't know why I just did that on the computer, but anyways, that's I could go alone, but I'm still obviously not gonna be alone in the movie theater. And the worst bit, which is that what it's a movie about, so they're probably gonna be kids. Unless I wait a while and then hopefully get a blank theater, an empty theater. Cause yeah, I don't want to go into a theater with kids. I'm not sure it'll be that bad. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. I know because I have a little brother, so, sometimes it's fine, and sometimes he's all over the place, and it's like, I want to watch the movie. It happens, it just doesn't happen anymore. He's older, but it used to happen, and I don't blame him for it. He was young. It's unfortunate, but it's not like he spoiled any huge movies for me, anyways. But yeah, so that's kind of the thing, and then so going with someone or going alone, and how would I get there alone, and the fact that it's no longer free, and all of that. And of course the fact that it requires sitting down for 2 hours, which, so I might end up waiting until after it's in the theater. I'm not sure. Then again, I don't really. That's a toughie too. It's just, yeah, I've recently been the kind of person almost for seeing stuff at the comfort of their own home, especially with stuff like this. Now, more action-packed movies. They're some of the funnest, like Iron Man 3. I haven't even seen it yet, but Iron Man 3, I'm definitely going to go to the theater. But it's Iron Man 3, It's big action, all explosions and stuff. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Anyways, so, yeah, but all the explosions and stuff, so it's cool. Uh, So yeah, that's I don't know why there's the big separator there for me on this particular series. But yeah, it's just my style for this. I don't know. Um, hmm. So that's probably all I want to say. Um, I'm still not saying it's gonna be bad. I'm just saying that's a lot of weird decisions, and it's going to be. There's a lot of things about this movie that are going to be difficult hurdles for everyone to get over. For people watching it, for the people making it, because yeah. Um. Hmm. Okay, so there's that. I'm trying to think of what else. I mean, I could talk about other stuff, and I probably will once I think on it. Just yeah, I kind of had ideas in my head, and that's the main reason. Though the Equestria Girls is the main reason I started this. So, to be honest, if I don't come up with other stuff to talk about, that's fine. But I just could have sworn that there was another thing in my head. Well, so I'm out of school, which is not gonna change much, because I've been uploading a lot of videos anyways, but, just recently I got out, so, don't worry, there's certainly, now that summer's on, there's certainly not going to be a shortage of videos. I'm gonna be doing Let's Plays, maybe some readings. If this goes well, maybe another vlog. If I see anything else, like, I have to talk about that before tomorrow, before Let's Playing, before whatever. I just need to get out my feelings on that. You know, And yeah, I'm gonna pet my microphone here for a second. It's a little dusty. Hopefully, I'm not doing that a little too much. I probably need to get a thing here to clean my keyboard. It's getting a little dusty. It's not bad. It's just, more than I like it. And I'm a little OCD today, mainly because I went up here and did for the most part, the full treatment on my computer. I cleaned up my desktop. I cleaned up my keyboard. I'm turning that off for now. Cleaned up my screen, so my computer's just awesome looking, and I'm back to what I used to have back when I had, the open space on my computer for it. So I have the rotating backgrounds, which sounds silly because I'm really hyped for it, and really, most people probably find this common. I just had an overrun of icons that I had going on. Because, I don't know, because I got a new icon for a game or whatever, and I just leave it there. I wouldn't sort them in folders or anything. I'd just be like, that's fine, I have this shortcut. Next thing I knew, half my screen is filled up with game icons and icons for other things. So now most of my icons are folders. Some things I might even folder even more, but right now it's not nice or anything, so it's fine. And I can happily see any background I choose. So yeah, I don't know why I went on the whole thing on that. But that's nice for me, Now that I have all that taken care of. So oh yeah, vlogs. I talked about that a bit nervously. Yeah, I don't know how they'll continue in the future. Sapere might do vlogs, though probably not. But I'll if he wants to, he can. I'll make sure to let him know. Unfortunately, as everyone who watches can probably guess, we don't exactly live in the same location, so there's not gonna be any joint vlogs. If there's joint anything like this, it'll just be Skype calls. But then we'll probably have some kind of background thing in here rather than just look at my face. Oh yeah, you can all see my haircut. So I should have been like, don't look at it earlier. But yeah, it's kind of bad. Don't worry, it'll grow out soon. Probably by the next time I do a vlog, it'll be like getting out there again. I cut it shorter than I meant to. Well, no, I didn't cut, but I kept telling them, like, I kept looking, I was like, I don't know how long I'm on it, because I don't really, excuse me, I don't really, yeah, I don't want to have to worry, like, oh, hey, I'm gonna have to get another haircut in another few, weeks or a few months, or, well, not a few months, but, I don't want to have to come back in another couple weeks or another few weeks to get another haircut. I want to make sure, hey, my hair is going to have to grow back before I have to, it's going to really have to grow in there before I go back to the thing. And then I realized this does this weird effect on my head. It's not as bad as it used to be, actually. It grew in a little more, but just goes to show you how short I had it. It was ridiculous. I also have a little stubble. That's a little irrelevant, though. Also out of shape, but this is my first vlogs, so all of that out of the way. Stuff. Okay, so got Equestria Girls out of the way. I talked about the vlog. I don't know. Oh yeah, we're pony games. That's what I wanted to talk about. Fan games for Friendship is Magic. Love them. Always love to see good ones. There's still some out there that we haven't played, but we're running out of full length good ones. There's still a few more we're gonna play on our list, but if there's any fan games out there anyone wants us to play that we haven't, feel free to put the title in the comments, or recommendations, whatever, because we're really running low on stuff to play for the fandom, and obviously that's never going to be a full-on always issue, because eventually, people are gonna make new games, so it's not like we're gonna be stuck with the same exact games forever. People are gonna make new games. And it's gonna be fun. Real quick, I'm gonna check my time here because I've probably been talking for a while. It's not too bad actually. Yeah. So, anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So and yeah, and that gets into a lot of things. I don't know why I'm looking at my hand. So we're definitely gonna keep doing fan games. That's almost a guarantee. But we are running a little low. Luckily, fan games are always gonna be made. But we're running low on the ones we know about, the ones that are really well known and all that. And then some of the longer ones or the easier ones let's play. But if we've not covered any that you guys want to see or any that you know about that you think we should let's play, yeah, feel free to put them in the comments. I would love that because we are running low. But I did also want to mention that, oh hey, that's never going to be the only thing we're let's playing anymore. When I first started this channel, I did just because there was I don't know, I think there was a game that I wanted to look up a Let's Play for, and I couldn't find one. Oh, and I think I couldn't find the game I wanted to Let's Play for, or I couldn't find the game I wanted to Let's Play for that was very, I don't know, to my preference. It was like I found a gameplay footage or something. Not to say that's a problem nowadays, but so back then when I first started, that was a thing that was sometimes happening with some fan games. So it was like, well, this needs a video, and I guess I'll give it a try, and that went horribly, to be honest. Some people disagree, and that's fine. But my first video, which is still on YouTube, you can find it very easily by just, going through my videos and going to my first one. It's not very good. It's in fact, my first video literally doesn't have any sound from my end. You can't hear me. The sound, I didn't know how to use Bandicam or any sound stuff back then properly, so so I just added in little text things with annotations, and it was bad. And then my microphone back then wasn't very good, even when I got that working, which was just on my second video, and I was making that video anyways. So nowadays I'm doing a lot more, and I think they're better quality, and I have other people because I personally like that. Saper's fun when he's not being stubborn. I guess he can be fun when he's being stubborn, but he's probably gonna watch this, but whatever. Yeah, if you're watching this, Saper, you are stubborn, very stubborn. I'm also kind of stubborn sometimes, but whatever. Yeah, I'm going to assume his stubbornness comes from being German and not Canadian, and that sounds really racist, but and it is. But I'm mostly joking. Anyway, so oh yeah, so that really, I keep getting super off topic, which is one of the reasons this is a vlog, because I don't know, and I'm gonna keep making that excuse. I hope it doesn't bother anyone. I'm sorry if it does, because I don't know if all vlogs are this sporadic, or how planned they're supposed to be, or whatever, but the reason I'm making a vlog is because the idea of this video is really sporadic. It's not really my usual formula. Not to say I really plan things out that much, but usually I don't just say, I have an idea, I have to sit in front of camera now. I'm usually like, if I want to let's play something, I can wait till tomorrow or whenever if I have to. I'm not like, I need to get this out of my system. So yeah, fan games. Already said the bit with the description. What my second point was yeah, and so I kind of welcome everyone with that. Like if you're into ponies or if you're not into ponies, it's whatever. Gonna do the full array on my YouTube channel. So you can subscribe either way or watch some of my videos either way. I'm not trying to hold either audience back, and and to be honest, I don't care. Some people might. If you're not into to Friendship is Magic or anything like that, that's fine. You don't have to like it. Um, I like the show a lot, but I'm not gonna say it's perfect, and I wouldn't say it's for everyone either. Actually, it's for a lot of people, but yeah, I don't know. Nothing is for everyone. That'd be creepy if it was, to be honest. It'd be kind of neat if this show literally appealed to everyone, but that just doesn't happen. And like I said, it might be kind of creepy because I don't know. That sounds like that sounds like I don't know, kind of a zombie-ish type, you know, mindset, which is funny because I've talked to people who've said, oh, the human mindsets are, that they're always the same. And I'm like, no, people don't think the same. It is hard to find people who think exactly the same, if it's even possible. There's so much stuff with the brain that goes on, and, so you don't find that. You don't find people who find the exact. It's not to say that people don't like the same things at all. Obviously, that happens, but yeah, there's so many different mindsets. You don't get a whole crowd of everyone who likes the exact same thing. Um, with the exception of some minor things, there's always those exceptions, but there's almost nothing. Um, Eating, and maybe doesn't everyone doesn't like eating, but everyone has to eat. And I imagine the way the brain's set up, most people are going to get some kind of enjoyment out of eating. That's it's almost necessary. That's why yeah, it's necessary. So the brain is like, well, you need to eat. If you don't, you're dead. Yeah. So everyone loves to eat, or if they don't, well, that's a personal problem, and I'm sorry for them. Probably, unless they're crazy, which they probably are. But you can all post your personal thoughts on that too in the comments if you want. But anyways, so yeah, eating, but it's not the same thing. So it's not a necessity, and so there's gonna be different opinions on the show. Um, you know, and I love the show, and as long as I don't know, as long as people can accept that, oh hey, you know, like not liking the show is fine. Yeah, that's cool. Or like whatever. As long as it's not a personal problem with me like the show, it's you're free to watch the channel. I don't care, and I'm not gonna ban anyone anyways. I mean, I don't even. Well, I know there's kind of a blocky user block thing. I don't really know how to use it that much, but that seems really unnecessary, and I've never encountered anyone who I've had to use it on or even considered using it on. But yeah, it's the kind of thing I'm like, I'm not saying so far I've been showing any kind of prejudice. I obviously I've never cared. I just wanted to state it. Yeah, my show is not really for a particular anyone. If you're a brony, that's cool. If you're not a brony, that's cool. Just You know, as long as you're finding what you're interested in, that's awesome, and I'm really glad that I could, bring that content to you. It's great. It's amazing. It's really new for me, and obviously I'm still not that, but it's nice for a lot of reasons, and I'm really enjoying doing it. So yeah, I just felt like I should say that. I don't ever want it to feel like you have to be a particular kind of person to enjoy my channel. Admittedly, with that being said, once again, like I said, not everyone's going to enjoy everything. So I know not everyone is going to love me. That would be a stretch. Heck, if everyone loved me, well, the numbers on a channel would be a lot different, but that'd be a little awkward if everyone loved me. All things considered, once again, that'd be creepy and zombie-like, and I don't really know if I could handle everyone literally loving me. Yeah.